Control top waistband, constricting medieval torture device, or supportive, shaping, and comfortable? Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Tessa, and here at Love Notions, I love to help people find sewing patterns that make them feel great. And as a woman with many curvy parts, I have often fallen down the social media rabbit hole that is constantly serving me up garments to buy with the intention to mask or even minimize my body. Have you experienced this too? It kind of seems like that is the goal for many people, to look smaller. And a control top waistband option may seem like another method to do just that. Install pieces that keep everything looking as small and flat and minimal as possible, often sacrificing comfort in the process. However, when it comes to today's feature sewing pattern, the Sybil Skirt, I wanted to dive deep into the purpose, construction, and the results of the control top option for this pattern, and show you the full comparison between this control top option and the standard yoga waistband. So let's get started. First of all, today's feature pattern is the Sybil Skirt pattern collection from Love Notions. As the feature, Sybil, with its 7 different skirt options, Sybil is only $5 today, and it's regularly a $14.50 pattern. And it's well worth that for all of its various skirt styles. Also, it can be mashed with tons of the tops in the Love Notions pattern library, including the Willow Wrap dress bodice, the Tessa Sheath dress bodice, and the Margot Peplum bodice. It's a super versatile pattern, and it would be a great addition to your stash. Okay, now back to talking about waistbands. The Sybil Skirt collection and many other patterns offer different waistband options. Either the yoga waistband or the control top waistband is offered in Sybil Skirt. So first, let's deep dive into the yoga waistband option on Sybil Skirt. The yoga waistband looks like this, and it's easily created with just a single rectangle, and the dimensions for that are found inside of the pattern tutorial. If you're looking for ease and simplicity, this is the option that you will probably go with, at least at first, when making your Sybil Skirt. Let me show you how easily this yoga waistband option sews up in a quick visual tutorial that I'm going to put next. And if you really are just here to learn about the control top option for Sybil Skirt, you can skip ahead to right here.
All right, so first up, we're going to talk about the yoga style waistband that I put on this A-line version of the Sybil Skirt. I gathered my pattern pieces and I looked inside the pattern tutorial for the dimensions I needed to cut out my yoga style waistband. I traced out the dimensions onto some STP paper or Swedish tracing paper using my quilter's ruler, and it was quick and easy, and I just made sure to label that so that I can use it for the future. Next up, for my A-line Sybil Skirt, I'm going to be using a stretchy Liverpool with great drape and texture. This is such an easy version of the Sybil Skirt because it's really just 2 pattern pieces, the yoga waistband and that A-line, which can be used for both the front and the back. So I'm going to cut those out now. And I'm going to assemble by creating a band or a loop with the yoga waistband, matching up the quarter points with the regular part of the skirt. This is the absolute easiest version of this skirt, and anybody can sew it.
Now for the control top waistband. But first of all, why a control top? My simple answer is that the control top really is all about support. Is the control top intended to make you appear skinnier than you are? Is it meant to minimize and restrict? No and no. For me, none of that plays into my decision to use a control top. It might be part of your preference, and that is your choice, but I think it can get a little tricky when all we care to do is to make our bodies appear smaller, especially around the waistline. I hate to break this to you, but sewing patterns are not capable of making you smaller than you are. So if that's the only reason why you clicked on this video, I am so sorry to disappoint. However, what sewing patterns and sewing for your unique body can do for you is to help you create clothing that fits your unique body. Plus, incorporates design elements that help to support you and your unique figure. I think we should all acknowledge that this is a really tricky topic. I am a mom of 3 girls. I would never, ever want their personal clothing goal to be just to find pieces that mask or disguise or minimize their bodies. They have every right to take up as much space as they want, or that they actually exist in, without constantly trying to look like they're smaller than they actually are. And you do too, and I do too. I see so many comments on pictures and videos and advertisements and social media about how people are looking for garments to make them appear smaller. And I think that when we request over and over again that we just want to be smaller and tinier, it's really doing a number on our self-worth. So, in case you haven't heard this lately, you deserve to exist in the shape that you are currently in. And you deserve to have clothing that fits you and feels supportive to you. So, support is the reason for the control top option in the Sybil skirt. Like I said, I am a curvy person. My tummy and my hips are full of curvy areas, and the control top option allows for my curves to be supported and to feel secure while I'm wearing this skirt. I am not all hanging out there in the breeze. That reinforcement helps me to feel like I can move around easily. I'm going to show you a visual of sewing the control top version. And then I'm going to give you a comparison of both the yoga version and the control top version so that you can decide which style best suits you.
Here's a look at the inside or the reverse side of the Sybil skirt that I made with a control top panel. As you can see, it's a stretchy piece of fabric that goes all along the interior. But from the outside, it looks just like the other versions of the skirt. I'm sewing the asymmetrical skirt option. The control panel hits around here. And as you can see, this is just the pencil skirt version with an added wrap piece over the front. I think it's so cute and preppy. I love it. While I use Liverpool for the A-line version of the skirt because it's so flowy, I am using a more structured scuba fabric in plaid for this more preppy version of the skirt. And for the control panel, I'm using an athletic knit with extremely good recovery. When it comes to cutting, I'm going to be cutting out the front and the back of the pencil skirt using my main fabric. I will also be cutting out one regular waistband using the pattern piece provided. And then I'll cut out the control top pieces using that athletic knit. If you want more information on control top fabric options, check out the Love Notions blog. Now let's make a loop with our exterior waistband and pin and sew together the control top waistband pieces right sides together. I've fully sewn the asymmetrical portion of the main part of the skirt, but I don't have the waistband connected to it at all yet. I'm going to find the quarter points of the waistband opening, and then I'm going to find the quarter points of my waistband that is in the matching main fabric. And I'm going to attach these quarter points together so that the waistband stretches slightly to accommodate the waist opening. Then I'm going to use my serger to attach that waistband to the main part of the skirt. Next, I'm going to match the quarter points of the control panel up to the quarter points of the waistband. I'm going to make sure that I'm using the top part of the control panel matched up with the top part of the waistband. To give the waistband lots of grip and recovery, we're going to be adding some elastic. Use the chart inside of the tutorial to find out the length of elastic that you need, and we're going to be attaching that inside of the seam allowance at the top of the connection between the control panel and the waistband. To finish everything off really nicely, I decided to cover stitch on the inside, and I feel like it finishes everything off really, really nicely. So here is my finished make, a very preppy, cute, very comfortable and supportive asymmetrical Sybil skirt. I'm so happy with my make. I feel so comfortable. I feel like I could run around and do cartwheels in this thing. Love it. So that's the difference between the yoga waistband and the control top waistband on the Sybil skirt. Keep in mind that you might want to use the yoga waistband on certain views of a skirt and fabric choices, and you might want to use the control panel on certain views or fabric choices for the Sybil skirt, or any of your other patterns for that matter.
All right, now that you've seen the comparison and contrast between the control top and the yoga versions, I hope that this video gave you some visual sewing inspiration and some sewing ideas for your next skirt and all the options that you have with your sewing. Keep in mind that you could step this look up by adding an exposed zipper to the skirt, or installing those pockets, or mashing the skirt of your choice to the bodice of one of your favorite top patterns. The sky is really the limit with sewing, and just don't forget that you deserve to have clothing that fits and feels great, both physically and mentally. So, thanks for watching, and here are a few pieces of Love Notions news that might interest you. Number 1, our site-wide 40% off sale is happening the first week of October, Monday through Friday, October 3rd through 7th.
And breaking news, Tammy's decided to give away a brand new Baby Lock Victory Serger, and you can be entered to win when you place any order on the Love Notions website, even an order for a free pattern, and that's going to gain you an entry to win this brand new Baby Lock Victory Serger.
Secondly, Tammy is working on a denim jeans pattern that you will be amazed by. Yay for another hard to buy, ready to wear item that we can now sew for ourselves with our bodies in mind. I'm so excited for this awesome pattern. And number 3, if you aren't already on our Love Notions newsletter, please sign up. The link is down below. And you might be missing out on some great news, some deals, and some sewing resources that could really help you make the most of your sewing time. All right, so that's it for me. But if you are looking for more helpful sewing videos, check out our playlists and feel free to comment below with your thoughts or your video requests. Bye.